PSY Limited is a wholehouse distributor of a variety of electric appliances to a range of retail outlets. The company has an annual turnover of 3.5 million. In seeking to improve working capital management, the financial manager has gathered the following information. Months, average period for which items are held in inventory, 4.5. Average receivables collection period, 3.5. Average payables payment period, 2.5. The financial manager of PSY Limited is considering factoring credit sales so as to improve working capital management. The company's credit sales account for 90% of the annual turnover. Bad debts are typically 2.5% of credit sales. The offer from the factor is conditional on the following. 1. The factor will take over the sales ledger of PSY Limited completely. 2. 75% of the value of credit sales will be advanced immediately, in brackets, as soon as sales are made to the customer, to PLC, to PSY Limited. The remaining 25% will be paid to the company 1 month later. The factor charges 12% per annum on credit sales for advancing funds in the manner suggested. The factor is normally able to reduce the receivables collection period to 1 month. The factor offers a no-recourse facility whereby they take on the responsibility for dealing with bad debts. The factor is normally able to reduce bad debts to 1.5% of credit sales. A charge for factoring services of 5% of credit sales will be made. A one-off payment of 30,000 is payable to the factor. The salary of the sales ledger administrator, in brackets 15,000 kwacha, would be saved under the proposals. PSY Limited's cost of overdraft finance is 12% per annum. PSY Limited pays its sales force on a commission-only basis. The cost of this is 4.5 of credit sales and is payable immediately the sales are made. There is no intention to alter this arrangement under the factoring proposals. You are the new assistant financial manager, and the financial manager has tasked you to help him make the decision. Further,
no, madam, it's okay. This one is for part. The next, for the last.
The next question. Okay.
Just read this last part.
Which one? The required?
Yeah, required, yes.
Okay. Determine the viability of the proposal to factor the sales ledger by comparing PSY Limited's existing receivable collection costs with those that would result from using the factor, assuming that the factor can reduce the receivables collection period to 1 month.
Thank
Then
you.
B?
No,
That's all?
Yeah, that's all. Thank you, madam, for reading.
Thank you.
Okay, so yes, colleagues, remember who a factor is. It's someone who you're hiring to collect your debts. Okay, this is part of receivables management. Apparently, PSY, it's taking them 3.5 months to collect their money. According to this information here, this 3.5 says that PSY is taking 3.5 months to collect their money. So when this factor comes in, it's going to just take 1 month. Alright? So here what we're going to do, we're going to compare the costs of hiring this factor, and we're going to compare them with the benefits. If the costs outweigh the benefits, then we reject the factor. If the benefits outweigh the costs, we accept the factor. Now in the question, they also told us to calculate the costs for also PSY, the costs they are incurring for the receivables. Alright, so we're also going to have to also take into account those costs. So, step one, colleagues who remember step one from yesterday, what is step one? As I'm admitting people, what was step one yesterday? Yes, Madam Yukon.
Step one was to get the annual credit sales and annual average trade receivables.
Wonderful, we were paying attention. Wonderful, yes. We get the annual credit sales, okay? They told us that the credit sales are 90% of the annual turnover. The annual turnover is 3,500,000. Right, so 90% of 3,500,000, you get 3,150,000. Are we okay with that? We get the annual credit sales because this is where we're going to tabulate most of the things for. Yes. Now, once you have got the annual credit sales, we're going to tabulate PSY's costs without the factor. Okay, the costs they're going to incur. Right. So first things first, we need to find out what is PSY's average trade receivables. Okay. So how we did it, trade receivables, it's your credit sales divided by the number of months in a year. Since our collection period was in months, that's how we're dividing by 12. If the collection period was in days, we would divide by 365. So our credit sales divided by 12 multiplied by the collection period, which is 3.5 months. So 3,150,000 divided by 12, you get 262,500. 262,500 multiplied by 3.5, you get 918,750. Are we okay with this, colleagues? Any questions before I move further? Well, today is the last time we're looking at this question. So this is your chance. Any questions so far?
I think I just say it again on the same calculation you are doing, sir. I want to
try and find out our average trade receivables. On average, how much are we owed by our customers? That's what we're trying to find out. Okay. So it's the credit sales over the number of months in a year, which is 12, multiplied by the collection period. We're using 12 months because they told us the collection period is in 3.5 months. So that's why we're dividing by 12. Okay, so when you divide by 12, you get this number. Then you multiply by 3.5, and you get 918,750. This is your average trade receivables. This is how much you're owed by your customers on average in a year. Is that okay, madam?
Yes, I'm here now.
Okay.
Sorry for disturbing.
Okay.
Yes, just to get the concept, first and foremost, I don't want to take my colleagues behind because I missed the residentials. Yes, so just to get the concept here is we're trying to determine a financial decision.
Yes.
If hiring a factor or someone to collect credit on our behalf is more profitable, or which one is less costly, to hire someone to get a credit on our behalf, or we let our creditors pay on their own? don't know if I'm correct there.
Yeah, you are very correct. So that that part for letting our creditors pay on our own. We've got a sales, in the question there's a sales administrator who's doing that. So it's either we hire the factor
Okay.
or we just stay with our sales
Our
administrator.
intent.
Yes. So you have got,
Okay, sir.
the
Thank you.
concept perfect. That's actually the correct concept. All right. So wonderful, Mr. Terry. That's what we are doing here.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
So, the 12, you said the 12 months here. We're using 12 months because of what?
The collection period is in months.
Oh, because of 3.5. Okay.
Yes. If this was in days, you would have divided by 300. Yes, you would have divided by 365.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yes, we are winning. This is what we call winning.
Sir, just there will only always be just two options, months and days only.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, so months and years.
No, not years. Imagine it takes you a year
Months
to
and
collect
days,
your
sorry.
money. Yeah. Yes, months and days. Okay. Because if
All right.
you're collecting from your receivables after a year, what company are you running? All right. So we've got our trade receivables, okay? Yes. Now we need to tabulate our costs when we don't engage the factor. Okay. So our first cost, if we stay the way we are, these costs are related to receivables only. Okay. These costs are related to receivables. Yes. So the first cost is the salary of the sales administrator, 15,000 kwacha. Okay. Then the second cost is the bad debts. It told us bad debts is 2.5% of credit sales. Bad debts, colleagues, remember, this is the money you lose out because someone was owing you is either they pass away or the business stops. Okay. Yes. So you say 2.5% of 3,150,000, you get 78,750. Any questions before we get the total cost? So you tabulate salary of sales administrator plus 78, the bad debt 78,750. You get 93,750. Alright, so these are the costs we are incurring without the factor. Any questions before I move further?
So is this where the change is from yesterday's class?
You are very attentive, yes. And what is the change?
The change is that we have not used the overdraft here. We have not calculated the overdraft here, the 12% over the trade receivable on this part, because this is what was here at that time.
Yes. So that these trade receivables, well, they'll come when we're analyzing the benefit. Okay. That information which we're calculating overdraft times the overdraft rate times the trade receivables, that is going to come when we're analyzing the benefit. Yes.
Oh,
And
okay.
sir, on the bad debts, the rate has increased.
It said here, it doesn't increase, they said here 12.5%.
Okay, sir.
Okay, now we have to look at the costs which we're going to incur when we engage this factor. Right? this trade receivables, it will come when we're looking at the benefits, right? But since it's here, let me just explain. So since when we engage the factor, they told us our collection period is going to reduce from 3.5 months to 1 month. Okay, so we want to find out, okay, what would be my average trade receivables with the factor? Same formula, it's just that the collection period, instead of 3.5, we're using 1. Okay, we're using 1. So with the factor, our average trade receivables is going to be 262,500. So pin down this information because it's going to come when we're dealing with the benefits.
So sorry, just where in the question say 1 month? I may have missed it.
Here, madam, it says it here. Where is this information? Here and here.
Okay, I'm sure I'm not the only legend who didn't see that one. Guys, be open.
Yes, yesterday I never finished reading this part, yes. So
Yeah, but the legends are quiet, guys.
no, they know themselves. They know themselves.
No, we are here. We are here. We are here. We are here.
We are part of that.
They might information yesterday. Sir, why aren't you getting the receivables for thing? For the with the factor, if you were noticing. Okay.
Mr. Mala, I think I didn't get you on where you said, what do we do with the interest, the 262? You said for now, it's not supposed to be part of cost with factor. So you said, hold on, where are we going to use it?
When we're analyzing the benefit of the factor, because the benefit of the factor is they've reduced our receivables from 900 to 200. So we're going to save that overdraft interest.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Correct. Costs with the factor, one-off payment, 30,000. Bad debts, 1.5% of credit sales. 1.5 of 3,150,000 is 47,250. This is a very expensive factor, colleagues. Normal factors, it's just one charge they give you. Factoring services, there's a factoring service fee, 5% of credit sales. So 5% of 3,150,000, you get 157,500. Then, before I go to the next one, are we okay with these tabulations here? Any questions before I go to the advance now?
So, on these tabulations here, the one-off payment, the 30,000 is accurate as yesterday, but this one, the bad debt, is the one which is being included here, as opposed to yesterday. Did you put it yesterday? Because I just saw the factory service for 5% of credit.
So you're not paying attention, sir.
Oh,
This one was there yesterday. It was there. Okay. Then we've got this interest on the advance. Okay, they told us here, where is this information here? Yeah, 75% of credit sales will be advanced immediately, and the remaining 25% will be paid to the company 1 month later. The factor charges 12% per annum. Okay, so yesterday I forgot that this was per annum. Okay, it's So the factor is going to charge 12% on the credit sales for advancing the funds. So we're going to get 12% of the credit sales, 12% of 3,150,000. We're going to get 378,000. Any questions? Any questions, colleagues?
Come again, sir, on this one, on the 12%.
They said for advancing you that 75%, and then the 25% a month late, they're going to charge you a 12% on your credit sales. Okay, factor charges 12% per annum on credit sales.
Sorry, sir. There was another charge of 5%. Are they charging twice on the credit sales?
This 5%, yes, like they're charging twice. There's a service fee and there's an advance fee. You have seen why people don't engage factors.
Yeah.
They will charge you on all angles. Okay. Yes. So 12% over the annual credit sales. This is a yearly charge, so we're going to use the yearly credit sales. Okay. Any other questions or queries? We'll get the total cost. Okay, so the total cost with the factor, the one-off payment, the bad debts, the service fee, and the payment on advance. So you add 30,000, that's 47,250, that's 157,500, that's 387,000. This is the cost of the factor, 612,750. So based on the costs alone, you can see the factor is more expensive than doing it by yourself. So now we're going to analyze the benefits of this factor, to compare them against the costs of this factor, to see if it's going to be a viable proposal or not. Okay, so that information for the trade receivables, now this is where it's coming into play, because we're now analyzing the benefits of the factor. Okay, because one of the benefits of the factor is going to reduce your trade receivables from 918,750 to 262,500. Right? So it means you're going to save on your overdraft finance costs. Okay? So without the factor, the overdraft finance cost, 12% of trade receivables, 12% of 918,750, 110,250. Cost of the overdraft under the factor, 12% of 262,500, we get 31,500. So we now tabulate the benefits of hiring to save on the 15,000, the salary which you give the sales admin. We're going to save on finance costs. As we can see, there's a 4 in the overdraft costs. Oh, the other way you can also do this 4 in the overdraft costs. The other way you can do it is like this. You just get the difference in the receivables. You just say, okay, 4 in receivables you're going to say 918,000 750 minus 262,500. Let's get our calculators. 918 750 minus 262,500.
Six five six.
656 250.
656 250. Then you're going to say interest saving. That 12% overdraft rate is just going to say 12% of 656 250. Percent of 60 of that number.
78,750.
So those are the two ways you can do this fall in the receivables. 78,750. Okay. You can either just subtract the receivables value, then multiply it by the overdraft rate to get the savings. Okay, or you could have done it this way. This way which we did, this way which we've done here, like this. Any questions before I move further?
I have a question on the overdraft. So when we were doing yesterday's on the overdraft for with factor, we had found 12% of the 65,000, but today is 12% of the 262. So I wanted to find out this difference. Like for the overdraft without factor, it has remained the same, 12% of 918. But on this other one, why haven't we done the way we did it yesterday? What's the change?
The change is, yesterday I never got the trade receivables when you have the factor. I never got this 262,500, this tabulation here. I never did this yesterday.
We did, sir.
And you got this value?
No, we had done the one that we said we should keep it for the factors interest payment on advance.
Oh yes,
that's why we had.
Yesterday we just divided. We were getting the monthly credit sales. So we just divided this amount by 262.5. Then what did we do next?
So the one where we had done the 12% of the 65,625, this one doesn't apply?
Yes, yesterday's method, forget that one. This is the way you should do it. Yesterday's
all right.
Yes.
Okay.
That's Madam Sylvia?
Yes, sir.
Chair lady. Okay, any other questions?
So just on Madam Silva's question, maybe I'm lost. Sorry, excuse me. I'm seeing that this one, the one you just said, of course we're going to use this one. Yesterdays I noticed that the one we were multiplying was the 3.5. This one is just go back on the one we are going to use.
Or where?
The trade receivable, yes, yes, this one we're going to use. Yes, because yesterday we were multiplying this by 3.5, if I'm not mistaken, on the trade receivables, when we were trying to find the trade receivables. This one, the only change here is that we're multiplying by 1. So this 3.5 was wrong, or it wasn't supposed to be included, right?
No,
That's what.
The 3.5. Remember, here it is.
Oh, this was okay. So we never found this other. Okay, all right.
Yesterday
Okay.
we never found these trade
This
receivables.
one.
Yes, we never found.
Okay.
Yes. Yesterday, here's where yesterday's method and today's method are conflicting. Yesterday's method, we are doing things on a monthly basis. Okay, so we got the monthly credit sales, and we're also charging overdraft as an expense. Okay, now after I looked at how the format of these type of questions are, it seems for overdrafts, yeah, if you just use it for the benefits there to see how much you are saving in terms of interest that you'd have been paying for an overdraft. So even noticing today's total costs haven't included any overdraft cost here. Now you can include these overdraft costs, but knowing Dr. Cow, because Dr. Cow, I heard he said that if you don't do it according to how it's done, he'll mark you wrong. Didn't he say that, right? So can one person use the overdraft costs and you tell us what you got in the assignment? Can you have a sacrificial person to use the overdraft costs? And we hear the comments. Mr. Chimunya, would you do the class the favor and use the overdraft costs? and you tell us your mark. Okay.
Since you stayed up the whole night the other day.
And failed.
Okay. So, as you can see.
Sir, sorry, make a suggestion, and please, if it's just me, maybe we can do it after the class.
Okay.
I think we start all over again.
Jesus.
Colleagues, no. That's what I'm saying for me. If it's just me, we can do it later, tomorrow, or any other time. But if the rest are okay, then we proceed.
No, this is where to ask questions, madam. Because this is the video which is now going to come to you. Okay?
Or the other one, you've deleted. You didn't share it?
Yes, I've deleted that. We deleted.
Okay.
YouTube can come and say, you're giving wrong information. Yes, Madam Sylvia?
Sorry. I want to get one a clarity. So from yesterday's week, so we ignore even the 75%, the factor we advance 75% of credit sales. So everything we're ignoring this.
Yes, that factor charge, you charge it on the annual credit sales. Yes, I'll show you in the other example which I looked at. The factor charge is charged on annual credit sales. Don't mind that 75% and whatever and start doing monthly things, no.
And the 25, okay.
Yes.
All right.
That's why being a factor is nice also.
Okay.
Any other questions before so that we tabulate the total benefits? Okay. Then there's also the fall in bad debts. Okay. When your bad debts fall, it means you collect some money. Okay. So 78,750 minus 47,250. These are the bad debts we tabulated. You get 31,500.
Sam, Master, you can just scroll a bit up so that where we are doing the benefits, where we're doing the analysis of benefits. I just wanted to see after the overdraft under fact. I think I didn't get. Okay, thank you. Scroll up, sir. I've managed to write this one, but the one that is coming below this one.
The one coming here?
Yes, sir. So you're too fast.
Okay.
Or maybe I can get it from the video. It's fine. We can proceed for the sake of time.
No, you can just tell me, sir, type for me. Maybe you can do that, madam. Just a sir, type for me. You'll get it after the video. Yeah, you'll see all of this information. But get your photos. Those will be typing for themselves. Just get your photos. Here's the after I'm done recording, I'll scroll so that you can get the photo so that you type. Okay, just make sure outline. Not 43 people should have the same outline. Okay. So the total benefits 15,000 plus 78,750 plus 31,500. The benefits 125,250. So we can see the costs outweigh the benefits of the factor. Okay? The costs outweigh the benefits. Alright? So we get now the net cost, where we just subtract the cost of the factor minus the benefits to see what remaining costs stay. That's what the net cost is, colleagues. Okay? We're just subtracting the cost minus the benefit. Okay? Cost minus benefit. So 612,750 minus 125,250, you get 487,500. So after we account for the benefits, this is how much it will cost for engaging this factor. Any questions? So we compare the net cost of the factor and our costs without the factor. Without the factor, our costs were 93,750. When we engage the factor, our net cost, always remember to put this net cost. The net cost is 487,500. So when you subtract the two, you get 393,750. So it's going to cost you 393,750 more if you hire the factor. So the decision here, don't